So this is video 3. Okay, now as I said, so now, so she had to tell somebody, right? In order to be able to, have this case heard in court, right? Okay, now, and then supposedly, okay, now, and Jermaine supposedly came into her house, broke into her house. How do you know her husband wasn't home, right? Anyway, so came in her house, had his way with her, right? And what I would imagine happened, this woman, of course, is married, had a sexual fling with him when he just divorced, and thought she was going to be the one to be the next Miss Jackson, right? And be his wife. And when that didn't turn out right, she may have not liked that, right? May have felt used and abused. Allahu Alam, I don't know. But I'm certain she was married and she couldn't tell her husband, right? That she invited him over, right? So Allah, that's what I suspect. And then somebody went to her to tell her to use that as an excuse to drag the Jacksons' name through to try to attack the Jackson family again in the Jackson's name, to try to bring up all this old garbage into the new celestial year, right? So all the shit from the yesteryear will be brought into the new 50,000 age of Aquarius. But bitch, that shit don't work. Bitch, the shit don't work. It don't work. In the name of Allah, I reject it and send that shit back to all you fucking hoes. Anyway, send it back to Orfat Winfrey, send it back to the Zionists, send it back to Abomination, send it back to Baphomet, send it back to anybody who tries to bring it into the new age. In the name of Allah, I reject it and send it shit back to all the Rothschilds and all their Neanderthal, mutant, Nazi, Nazis, Khazarian, Ukrainian bullshit. Keep that shit in your house. It ain't coming in the new age. You keep that shit. It's rejected in the name of Allah. So, now, so they're trying to bring Barry Gordy, and bring in Barry Gordy in, and Jermaine Jackson. Let's see what else happened. Okay, so now, so they want to try to bring the heavens down, right? They want to try, that's their goal, to bring the third of the heaven, to effectuate what? Revelation 4, right? Revelation 4. And this bitch is supposed to be the catalyst, right? This bitch, Orfat, right? And her bullshit slave mentality, trying to bring people back to the slave mentality, to have them focus on slavery and all that shit she had in The Color Purple, right? Homosexuality, feminism, lesbianism, and all that shit. You keep that bitch shit in your house, Orfat. Keep that fucking shit in your house. Don't nobody want that shit. You keep that. And trying to malign the black man, the Hebrew, the divine masculine, right? As you try to, what'd you do to Taraji Henderson, right? I think that's her name, but I do know it's Taraji, that beautiful actor that played on Empire, right? Try to make them drive themselves and pay them what they're not worth, and you supposed to be a billionaire black woman, bitch? Those black women look like are me. They look like me. That's my family. That's where we come from. I come from. When you fucking with them, you fucking with all black women, bitch. Anyway. So then she wanted to accuse the iconic, legendary Jermaine Jackson, the iconic, and accusing Barry Gordy. She's accusing Motown and its family of stars. The stars represent the constellation. So if she brings down Barry Gordy, she brings down Motown. If she brings down Motown, she brings down all the stars that came through Motown. Barry Gordy is considered a king maker, a queen maker, right? So it all that came through, all that was derived from Motown, right? That's how they plan to try to do it. And then they're trying to use Jermaine Jackson, and then then people are supposed to connect, oh, well, Jermaine Jackson did this, and then he did it, and then try to sue Jermaine Jackson, and then say Motown was involved. Is the same thing Upchuck did, right, with Orafat, right? Going on her bitch-ass show that has collapsed like her fat ass on stage, right? Well, she's the pig that eats all their shit. Like she was on David Geppen's boat on the day of that, she premiered that nasty, dirty movie that came out about our beloved king of popular rock and soul music, the king of music, mashallah. Anyway, that was on her birthday, trying to give life to it. Just like Spielberg trying to give life to her shit. That debunked flop. It flopped like her on stage. Color Purple. Don't go see that shit. Right? Okay, so now if they try to bring down Berry Gordy by ruining his reputation and indicting him, they naturally try to, and I don't mean legally indict, I mean verbally, right? By maligning, by maliciously associating negativity with his company, right? Motown, right? Okay, and then that naturally gives all the stars that came through, so they bring down the stars. Right? That's how they plan to bring down the heavens, right? And then bring it down by they taking try to take the power, right? Okay, so now so the iconic legendary Motown and its family of stars, which represent the constellations, are to be brought down by the allegation against Jermaine Jackson, so they could get to Berry Gordy. Then from Berry Gordy, they get to Motown. From Motown, they get to all the stars, right? That came through Motown, the Celestial, the Smokey Robinsons, the Temptations, the Mari Gaye, the Tammy and Terrells, the Diana Ross, the Supremes, the endless slew of artists that came through there, and some of the best, okay, came through Motown, through Berry Gordy, mashallah. The Jackson 5, right? The Michael Jackson, okay? Now, so Orafat, and then this is what was to happen too. Okay, Orafat's release of her flop remix of the 1985 Steven Spielberg's production made for television movie, The Color Purple, was the fact. Okay, the fact that both productions were released on Spielberg's birthday, December 16th. Spielberg's birthday is December 16th. Okay, December 16th. 1985. That was his birthday occurred on December 16, 1985. So, and that was the first movie was released, December 16th of Color Purple. And then the second release was and that was to give life to it, right? To Color Purple, right? And the second was December 15th. December 25th. That was Christmas Day, to give the life of Christ to it, right? Supposedly, because Christ was supposedly born on that day, right? Okay. Now, so now that was supposed to be the birthday of Jesus Christ, right? Now, so now he was associating himself with Jesus Christ, right? Spielberg, right? By as it relates to the birthday. And we're talking about esoterically here, okay? This is all esoteric, right? Now, so Spielberg is a Sagittarius. Berry Gordy is a Sagittarius. Allahumma salli nabi. Berry Gordy is a Sagittarius. Jermaine Jackson is a Sagittarius. And Spielberg is a Sagittarius. That's all by Jupiter. And so releasing that on December 15th, that's Capricorn, right? So that was to give, and then the claim against Berry Gordy and not Michael Jackson, for benefits of him, and the claim against Berry Gordy and Jermaine Jackson was made right, at the end of, I believe it was December, right, to try to cut them off from coming into the new year, right, to try to lock it in, right. Okay, because that's how they were going to bring about the collapse, right? Because remember, Berry Gordy was born on the November 28th, November 28th, 1929. And that was the year of the collapse of the stock market. So they were going to use that to back it up as they try to use Christ's birthday to back the said birthday to be Christ, that day to back it up. And that Spielberg was to give his life to all that, right? Okay, as it relates to his birthday, right? That's how this little voodoo, this hoodoo, juju stuff is to work, right? They think they're clever, these damn bitches. Anyway, now again, this is esoterically speaking, right? This is all esoterically speaking, right? That's how they do. That's how they try to orchestrate things, right? By using the heavens, the energy of the heavens, right? And use old things to be the catalyst for the new thing that they want to try to build upon the destruction of something else, right? In which case is the bring down the heavens and to reflect that is to bring down Motown, right? Bring down the stars of Motown, right? Okay. Now, so, and vicariously bring down their families as well, right? Okay. So now, they're all Sagittarius. Berry Gordy, Jermaine Jackson, and Spielberg. That Jupiter is the biggest planet in the heavens, right? Okay, and it also is supposed to represent the Christ consciousness as well, right? And it's also supposed to represent Pisces too, right? But I don't believe that represents Pisces. No, Sagittarius represents Sagittarius. Laws of physics, two things, physical things cannot occupy the same space at the same time. Okay, so now, so give it that power, right? And then Jupiter is the celestial house of the maternal grandmother, Maxine Thomas, my mother, right? That's my house. It's bitches, get the fuck out. Spielberg, get the fuck out, bitch. I don't give a fuck if you were born there. Get the fuck out. You don't belong there. Not the shit you doing. That's my mama's house. But Carrie, that's my house. That's the house I was born from. Get the fuck out. Now, okay, I'm gonna come up in with some shit like that. And, wasn't he did a lot of work for Michael too. And then y'all gonna betray him like that. And Michael is the king. That's when Michael's a king. MashaAllah, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, Michael's an Aquarius ascendant. Michael is an Aquarius ascendant. And that bitch Orifat wanted to take over his legacy because she was always jealous because she wanted that power. She wanted that recognition. Right? Okay. So I'll call him Spielborg as not to slander his name. So it's not Spielberg, it's Spielborg. We're not talking about Spielberg. We're talking about Spielborg, right? And Orifat, right? As not to slander their names. Okay. Now, so Steve, Stive, we'll call him Stive Spielborg is a Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is a celestial planetary avatar for Jupiter, right? Now, and Jupiter is in Taurus, right at this moment with Uranus, right? And so it's all a plot to sacrifice for Baal, right? Baal, right? Baal. Because that's who Taurus is supposed to rep, the bull Baal, right? And who's a Baal? Charles, Mr. Charlie, right? So now if we go to Jupiter in Baal, right? Or in Taurus, right? Then we're going to talk about Baal. Who's representing Baal? Mr. Charlie and the House of England, right? Mr. Charlie and Diana, to which he met them on 1988, right? After 1987, right? At the planetary alignment, right? The convergence. And then that's when also that rape was supposed to take place, right? To which Berry Gordy was told, to which to bring the whole house down, the heavens down, right? That was supposed to bring the heavens down, right? Okay, knock all the rock, the house of Israel, the true house, right? Because Michael, the Motown is filled with nothing but DMT, melaninly rich black Hebrew Israelites. Wake the fuck up, black people that know who you are, know why you're being attacked. Okay, yeah, my nose is itching. Anyway, so they want to take that. They want to use that power of Jupiter, right? Trying to steal the power. And as I said, 1987, there was a convergence, right? Planetary convergence, but to unite the two houses between Ishmael, the oldest son of Prophet Abraham, and the younger brother of Ishmael, Isaac, to which all Hebrew Israelites are derived from, Isaac, right? The Saracens, right? The Saracens, that's why from the mother Sarah, the Saracens, right? And then Hajar is the mother of Ishmael, to which align the Arabs and the blacks, the DMT melanin rich people of Alkebulan, the Afro-Kemetic people of Alkebulan. They are one, brothers and sisters, the Arabs and the Hebrew Israelites. Thus they are both entitled to the Holy Land. Arabs are entitled as well. And all this garbage, well, why don't the Arabs just absorb them into their country? Do you fucking bitches want to leave your home? You want to leave your ancestral home where all your family has been for thousands of years? And go into somebody else's land that's not your own? It's like moving to your neighbor's house because somebody else took your house. No, they don't want to do that. Arabs don't absorb them. They're entitled, the Hebrew Israelites and Muslim Palestinian Arabs are entitled to their land, as they are both children of Prophet Abraham. Don't absorb them, so strangers can take their land. Anyway, so we're going to go to video 4.